later, the final day at Crystal Palace. They stay in 6th place, Manchester United, but as you can see, even with maximum points, it takes them up to 64 potentially. You wouldn't think it's going to be enough for Champions League football next season, but it looks like with that victory that Erik ten Hag will have European football in his first season at Manchester United. Brentford in 14th, they have 40 points, normally the magic number you would say. They should be safe with that mark, but you can see what's happening below them. Burnley picking up 3 consecutive victories. Everton with that priceless victory at the weekend as well. Norwich are down. Watford almost down. Fulham up as champions of the Championship tonight, and tomorrow night we might get a clue as to who will join them. 3-0 victory over Brentford, who had more attempts tonight. 12 to United's 9, but United with 5 to the Bees 4 on target. But they did, Brentford, find a way into the United box 24 times. Only 3 visiting sides to Old Trafford have had more touches in the opposition box this season, and United with 646 successful passes. Just the second time this season they've gone above 600. For context, Manchester City have done it 19 times. But possession up for Manchester United tonight from 35 against Chelsea last Thursday, almost double, 65 tonight against Brentford. Roy Keane is with us along with Jamie Carragher. Did Ronaldo's buzz from the start really typify that performance, do you think, tonight for Manchester United?
Well, yeah. Well, he started well and they scored early, which always helps. You get your nose in front. But again, I'll go back to Brentford. They've had a very good season, but I thought they were dreadful tonight. It looked like Old Trafford was a bit too much for them. It looked like they were overawed. Gave Man United too much respect. And a very comfortable night for United.
But it might have been different had they taken 1 or 2 of those chances in the first half.
Yeah, well, United give chances to every team they play. But it's about taking them chances, showing you a bit of quality. And we saw the stats there, balls into the box, whatever, the amount of occasions, but they didn't show that. They weren't clinical, they did show that quality. But they did have chances, particularly in the first half. Tony's header was a great opportunity. But other than that, United, comfortable, okay, 2 set pieces in the second half. But it was very, very easy for them.
Did the opening goal relax them, do you think, Jamie?
Yeah, yes, but I don't think it was a nervous type of performance. I mean, it was almost as...
Ask Jamie, when you're defending and people are playing in front of you all the time, it's quite easy. It's when they're sprinting behind you that can cause you all sorts of problems, especially if you mix your game up, which he does well.
We're talking about a player here, Elanga, who's just come into the team, and he's obviously going to get better the longer he's in the team. But you think of sort of the impact Rashford had when he first come into the team and the goals he got. Now, I wouldn't say Elanga right now is top quality and that's going to take Manchester United to another level. He's a young player. Rashford to say, do you think Rashford has almost hit his ceiling at Manchester United in terms of, like, we've not seen the best of him, but would he ever have that quality to take United to a title or a Champions League? Is he just short?
Yeah, he's certainly what it was short in confidence. We've seen the quality before, but we've not seen it for a year or two now. And I go back to it. I think he's took his eye off the ball, whatever is off the field stuff, and that's what I keep an eye on with young players all the time. And listen, Rashford's been around a few years now, and he's got that experience. He's played international football, but he's lost that. He doesn't mix his game up. It doesn't look like he's matured well enough. He doesn't mix his game up. We've seen a few games recently where, even when he's playing at Liverpool and he's playing up through the middle, I said he played like a child, as if he's not learned about the game. He's just again drifting. I think he's lost the hunger. These young players get a lot of big money, and good luck to him. But I think he's lost the eye of the tiger, and he's struggling to get it back. And where Man United want to go, Marcus certainly has been left behind. Again, he's left out again tonight. He must be sitting on the bench going, where's it all gone wrong for me? But he can get it back. He's shown it before. But when you do lose it, sometimes it is hard to get it back. And I think he's got to get the hunger back into his game and make runs like we've seen tonight from young Elanga, where they're a bit more innocent and they're a bit hungry to succeed. I think Rashford has lost that bit of hunger, which is huge for a player. But he is a talent. But we're not seeing it.
What about winning the penalty? Was that classic Ronaldo?
Yeah, of course. Again, the height of stupidity in terms of the defending. But Ronaldo, this is, again, he's running in behind. Defenders don't want to do that. You see them, they're all getting caught out. The left wing back who's fairly quick, but he's just get caught out. But then he compounds the mistake. Okay, he gets out of muscle. He's got his teammates coming across. And with VAR, and then He's on the ground waving his hand. It's madness. Madness.
Do you think there's a little bit of that from the first half as well, when Ronaldo went down,
Yeah,
didn't get the penalty, was complaining to the
course.
referee at half-time?
I know, but I know it's easy when you're watching, but my God.
Is it that different to the one in the first half?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the one in the first half. I think that one is obviously a definite pen. And I think Gary had it spot on in commentary in terms of it was the ego of the defender. You've knocked me off. I want to try and show me strength again. And Ronaldo's running with the ball and he's just thinking, tackle me.
He's got his mates coming across, Jamie.
I know.
You have to think your mates, he's made a mistake, which is fine. Everyone makes mistakes. Football is about mistakes. But when you make a mistake, you hope your mate will cover for you. Instead of
Don't make another one.
Don't make it. Then he barges into the back of him and you got VAR, so any sort of contact. And he's on the floor there looking.
And he knows then he's got the chance of a penalty. Do you feel when Ronaldo is about to take a penalty, it's almost a guaranteed goal?
Well, he's missed one or two in his career, obviously. But tonight you just felt he wasn't going to miss. Again, last game at Old Trafford, Brentford aren't at it. Tonight, I certainly didn't think he was going to miss this penalty. Absolutely not. And we saw him at half-time. He was frustrated with the goal that was disallowed. He was always going to score.
He was. I thought he was brilliant tonight. Obviously, Gary gave him man of the match, and we spoke before the game about it. A lot of United games almost feel like a testimony. It almost felt like it was an exhibition game, and Ronaldo would come back to play, like the legends do. And it was sort of back heels and flicks around the corner. And listen, there wasn't nothing on the game as such in terms of for both teams really, but sort of watching Ronaldo and the back heels and the flicks, you could see the crowd enjoying it. He just wanted that goal to finish it off, and he deserved it.
But isn't it mad, Jamie? We've been discussing it. You're playing. There's 3 games to go. You're playing for Man United.
Evening. One of those nights where everyone was trying to get involved in the action, and even Rafael Varane gets his goal. I say even because it's his first for Manchester United.
Yeah, of course. And again, we go back to the set piece and delivery, and again wanting to score a goal. Brentford, we can't say the delivery was fantastic. But again, players not attacking it. And Varane, that make him feel better. He's had a tough old season. He's 1 or 2 injury problems, and I think COVID. But listen, he'll be pleased with that.
Do you think there are positives? Okay, got his goal there. Do you think there are positives in the Varane-Lindelof combination at the back?
There could be. But I still think whoever comes in will be looking for another centre-half. I think Lindelof he's let United down far too many times. Okay, he's done well tonight. But I still think a centre-half will be, I think, an important sign for United.
How do you assess Varane in his first season, really? Because you talk about sort of Ronaldo coming, Sancho come for 75 million. Ronaldo's sort of at the end of his career, Sancho's sort of, young up and coming. But Varane almost feels like he's in his peak. He's won the World Cup, he's won Champions League. I think I've been a little bit he hasn't been poor, but I don't know.
I think, I agree. I think he's done okay. But I think when you judge the signings Man United have made over the last 12 months, remember they're coming into a poor United team. They're coming into allegedly a poor dressing room, chaos in the club. So I think it's been difficult for the lads coming in. They're not coming to a team on a high who are winning week in, week out, and they're buzzing and there's energy all over the club. I think he's coming at a difficult time, and he's had a few injuries, and again, he's not getting any younger. I think it's been difficult for him. But I'd certainly expect him to be a regular next year if he obviously can avoid any injuries.
Brentford beaten tonight. Let's hear from their head coach.